One, as you can see, George is quite frozen, but the sun has been shining around the side of that house over there for the last half an hour, so he's starting to thaw. I haven't started him today. You can see the sun has cleared this window a bit. I have been to work this morning, but I took the wife's car, and the reason was I had to pick my granddaughter up, and I don't like picking her up in this when it's like this weather. And not only that, we ain't got no seat belts. Let's see if he'll fire up before we do anything. Oh, listen to that fan. I'll turn that off. Well, either way, as you can see, he does crank over a bit. As someone said the other day, when my battery was flat, why don't you use your starting handle? I don't think you'd ever get George started with a starting handle. I did try years ago when I owned him before, even like when he'd been started. I just could not fire him up. Anyway, what I thought I'd do is just talk about this little fan heater I've got here. As you can see, it's a tiny old thing. It's got just a fan, cold air and heat. So I'll switch on to heat. Immediately that's warm. So it's obviously just blowing some air over an element. If I put it on fan only, that'll be a harder fan but cold, and I just have that pointed up at the window. Just feel it to help demist the window or melt the ice before the actual heater warms up on George, because that will take time obviously, but because it's sunny where this is parked now, it ain't going to take long for that to clear anyway, so it's not really a true thing of demisting the window or defrosting the window area. But I thought, I don't know when we're going to get frost again. Turn George down a bit, or push the choke in a bit. Yeah, that is quite warm. It's not boiling hot. I wouldn't expect it to be boiling hot, but yeah, there's some heat come out of it. And as you know, the other day I left this on and literally forgot about it, and it flattened me battery, which is totally my own fault. Eventually I may put a relay in, so when I switch the ignition off, if I got that on, that'll turn off. But I don't think I will forget to turn it off now. So although I wouldn't say they're brilliant, I'm not going to recommend them or anything, but I find it's really good with the helping of the demisting. Also, someone mentioned you can get a heated screen for these, but I had a look online and you're talking 200-300 quid, between 200 and 300, depends where you go. Then you got to fit it and wire it all in, and I just think how many times that is actually icy. It might be okay for helping demist, but once George has been fired up, the heat is quite good, so it'll stop him misting up anyway. So I shan't be going down that route. But I can understand why some people would, especially if you had a decent car. I mean, George is like a rat moggy, I always call him. It's a little bit rough, so I wouldn't spend that kind of money on him. Let's put my blower back on now. That will quieten down a bit in a minute. But obviously the engine's not warm enough yet. It's slightly warm, it's not freezing cold. And what with this, so that's what that's about. like I say, I wouldn't recommend getting one, but personally I quite like it because that does help first things in the morning, until this heater can get warm, obviously. That's better. Put the choke in now. This does use quite a bit of power, thus connected directly to my battery. They do come with a cigarette lighter plug on, but I haven't got one, so just wire it to the battery. And down here is my charge level, and with that on, my battery is saying 13.3, so that's okay. It's gone up to 14 now with a little bit of acceleration, so that's fine, that one. As you can see, that snow's gone now and this window is a little bit warm here. So, like I say, I'd leave it up to you, but some people did ask me just to talk about it. There isn't really much to say about it. Basically what it is a little tiny fan heater. Chucks out a little bit of heat, yes, instantly, and it will help with defrosting and demisting your glass. On rainy days, that's how come I had it on the other day. It's been raining, I've been sitting in here with a dog. We started to mist up and I put that on and it did help clear it. And then of course I ended up leaving it on. So there's not much more to say about it really, is there? Not going anywhere now because I've been to work. Most of the roads are pretty clear now. It's just like you can see with the back in it, car park and the shaded bits where there's been no gritting done, they're still icy. According to the wife's car, when I just come home, that was still -3. I think that was -5 this morning when I left. And there it is. So I'm going to end this video here. I know it's not much, but I thought I'd just take this opportunity just to show you the little fan heater. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.